President Muhammad Buhari sent 7 nominees for ministerial appointment to the Senate for screening.
Global News.
Chief Justice of Nigeria reacts to protesting Supreme Court Justice letter. NACON announces carriers to deploy additional aircraft to cover lost grounds.
News.
And on the foreign scene, French President Macron rejects his prime minister's resignation.
This is Freedom Global News.
Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. I am Zahra Zannah. Today is the 21st of June, 2022. And now the news in full. President Muhammad Buhari has written to the Senate seeking confirmation of 7 ministerial nominees. Senate President Ahmed Lawan read Buhari's letter of request on the floor of the Senate in Abuja. The nominees are Henry Ikechukwu, Abia State; Umana Okon Umana, Akwa Ibom State; Akuma Joseph, Ebonyi State; Goodluck Nana Obia, Imo State; Umar Ibrahim Yakub, Kano State; Ademola Adewale, Ondo State; and Odo Udi from River State. The Senate has however not fixed a date yet for the screening exercise. Also, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has nominated Senator Philip Aduda as the new minority leader to fill the vacant seat created by Senator Enyin Naya Abariba's defection. Also, the party nominated Senator Chukwuka Otazi as the new Senate minority whip. Meanwhile, President Muhammad Buhari has directed increased efforts through kinetic and non-kinetic means to bring the case of the kidnapped railway passengers in Kaduna State to a closure. The senior special assistant to the President of Media and Publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, announced the president's directive today in a statement titled, "President Buhari directs urgency in dealing with kidnapped railway passengers case." Passengers were abducted when bandits attacked a train plying Abuja-Kaduna route on March 28, 2022. Providing an update today, the presidential spokesman said the government had continued to review the issue of the passengers and making all efforts to trace and bring back the 51 or more still being held in custody. Shehu said upon the president's approval, the government had continued on the 2-lane approach, kinetic and non-kinetic, to secure the passengers' safe release. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, Justice Ibrahim Tanko Muhammad, has reacted to a letter addressed to him by fellow justices of the Supreme Court who complain about the deplorable state of the court. Muhammad says the country's apex court has to a larger extent than living up to its constitutional responsibility. Muhammad said this in a statement issued today by his senior special assistant on media, Ahuraka Isa, with the title State of Affairs in the Supreme Court and Demand by Justice of the Supreme Court. He also added that the deplorable working conditions that the justices were complaining about were being addressed. The justices had, among other things, cited the poor state of the court facility and poor retaining packages for judicial officers. But the CJN said it was unfair to give the public the impression that no improvement has been made since he came into office. And on sports, Golden Eaglets head coach Nduka Ubade says his players are battle ready for today's semi-final clash against Cote d'Ivoire at the WAFU Under-17 Championship. So Nusi Shuaibu Musa has details of this and other sports updates.
Ubade's boys have impressed at the competition, winning their 2 group games against host Ghana and Togo in convincing fashion. The Ivorians barely made it to this stage of the competition with just 1 win in Group B, aside from a place in the final. At stake is the ticket to the 2023 Africa Under-17 Cup of Nations in Algeria, and Ubade has challenged his players to give their best against their fellow West African. Meanwhile, Rivers United technical manager Stanley Aguma has exclusively told newsmen that that if his side eventually emerge winners of the 2021-22 Nigerian Professional Football League (NPFL), it will be a perfect reward for Governor Nelson Wike of Rivers State for his support, inspiration, and motivation to the club. Rivers United are top on the NPFL standings with 10 points clear of second place Plateau United, with 4 matches remaining in the 2021-22 season. In another update, former Egypt coach Hassan Shahata has slammed Captain Mohamed Salah, insisting that the Liverpool forward has contributed nothing to the Pharaohs. Salah is the most notable bowler from Egypt, having achieved every possible title with Liverpool over the past 5 years. Salah's goal-scoring brilliance put him in the league of the best players in the world, but the 30-year-old record with Egypt has not convinced Shahata. And on tennis, Ryan Feniston beat another notable name on British grass by patting back to overcome French Open quarter-finalist Holger Rune at Eastbourne. The British men's number 6 beat world number 5 Gaspar Ruud on his way to the Queen's quarter-final last week in the final event before Wimbledon. Feniston 26 won 4-6, 7-6, 7-5, 6-1 against Denmark's 8-set Ruud. Sunusi Shaibu Musa, Freedom Radio.
The Global News is coming to you from Freedom Radio 99.5 FM. You can send your comments, opinions, and watch us live on Freedom Radio Nigeria on Facebook.com. You can get the link to the page on our website, freedomradionig.com. Welcome back. You're still listening to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. Determined to beat the deadline to Saudi Arabia, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, has announced the deployment of additional aircraft to ferry intending pilgrims for the 2022 Hajj exercise. NACON considered the additional flight operations amidst outcry of the slow pace of pilgrims' airlift to Saudi Arabia. In a statement today, NACON spokesperson Fatima Osara confirmed that the Saudi-based FlyNAS has deployed additional 2 aircraft with a 433-seat capacity, while Azman Air unveiled an inaugural flight with a 400-seat capacity aircraft. Osara disclosed that Max Air, the third official contracted airline for Hajj operation, will also deploy another 506 passengers capacity aircraft for the Hajj dispatch. The NACON spokesperson, who acknowledged the slow pace of pilgrims' airlift, attributed the challenge to routine operational challenges and partly due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, which warranted a new policy direction. The Kano State Immigration Service has reiterated its commitment to monitoring and ensuring the safety and security of the people living in the local government areas of the state due to the insecurity situation across the country. Kano Commander CIS Muaz Abdul Razak made the announcement today during a 2-day workshop organized by the Commission to monitor arrivals and departures in local government areas. CIS Muaz Abdul Razak added that they conducted the workshop to further ensure security throughout Kano. Some of the heads of the Commission of Local Government Units in Kano expressed their opinion on the workshop. Correspondent Umar Abdullahi Sheikha reports that the workshop was attended by senior staff of the agency. For tomorrow's weather forecast in some cities in Nigeria and parts of Niger Republic, here's your report.
Tomorrow morning is expected to have sunny intervals and a gentle breeze at an average temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and later increase to 31 degrees Celsius with a light rain showers and light wind. Katsina will experience the same weather condition at an average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and later increase to 32 degrees Celsius with a sunny and a light wind. Kaduna is expected to have thick cloud and light winds at an average temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and later increase to 27 degrees Celsius with the sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Abuja will experience the same weather condition at an average temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and later increase to 28 degrees Celsius with a light cloud and light wind. Lagos is expected to have thundering showers and light wind at an average temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and later increase to 27 degrees Celsius with a gentle breeze. Moving to Niger Republic, Maradi is expected to have sunny intervals and light wind at at an average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and later increase to 33 degrees Celsius with a sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. While Zinda will experience the same weather condition at an average temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and later increase to 36 degrees Celsius with a gentle breeze. Rahima Chitu, Freedom Radio.
And on business, Hanif Adamukiawa has updates.
The International Air Transport Association said the Nigerian airlines and others across Africa will lose $700 million in 2022 due to a combination of Russia-Ukraine war and COVID-19. This was disclosed at the ongoing 78th International Air Transport Association Annual General Meeting and World Air Transport Summit in Doha, Qatar. Speaking at the summit, the International Air Transport Association's Director General Willie Walsh said that inflation, interest and exchange rates would affect the growth of the aviation industry globally, stressing that countries should learn from the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking at the summit, the International Air Transport Association's Director General Willie Walsh said that governments must have learned their lessons from the COVID-19 crisis and realized that border closures created economic pain and delivered little in terms of controlling the spread of the virus. Meanwhile, the Minister of State for Transportation, Gbemisola Saraki, said the condition of Tin Can Island seaport has shown decades of neglect. Saraki, who said this during a ministerial tour of the Lagos ports yesterday, also called on the need for a total reconstruction of the quay walls of the Tin Can Island port complex, which she said has become weak due to age. She also mentioned that it was important to modernize the ports and get it ready for bigger vessels. It could be recalled that the managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Muhammad Bello Koko, had on several interactions with the media drawn attention to the fact that quay walls of the Tin Can port is collapsing. Moving on to the prices of commodity at Dawanau Market, one bag of maize goes for 21,000 naira, a bag of guinea corn for 20,000 naira, and a bag of millet for 26,000 naira. Hanif Adam Kiawa, Freedom Radio.
And on the foreign scene, French President Emmanuel Macron has rejected a resignation offer from the Prime Minister he appointed, Elizabeth Borne, saying instead that the government must stay on task and act. Nasir Salisu Zangu has more on this.
Elizabeth Borne was criticized by some commentators after Mr. Macron's coalition lost its majority on Sunday. Reports say that her future looked under threat after the result, which left the president needing to secure support from rivals. He is set to meet his political opponents for rare discussions today, but neither Marine Le Pen's far-right nor Jean-Luc's left-green alliance are keen to work with Mr. Macron's centrist government, which is 44 seats shy of a majority and desperately trying to avoid political paralysis. The LC Palace said Mr. Macron refused the offer so that the government can remain on task and act, adding that he will seek constructive solutions to